Hey folks, it's Josie and you are listening to the Yoga Local podcast. Welcome back if you are returning. Welcome if you're new. We record these podcasts, well I record these podcasts from my studio here in Wellingborough, but as I say, this is for everyone. This is for any yogis, any practitioners and anyone who's just curious about yoga, learning more of the deeper insights into practice. Last week, on our last podcast, I talked about Tejas. We're all about taking action this month. Like maybe you've got into a bit of a rut. Maybe things aren't kind of going in the way that you want them to go. So we're going to speak to yoga, and it's a way of helping us deliver on those promises that we make to ourselves. And we're talking around the concepts of Kriya Yoga, Tapas, Tejas, self-study and surrender. So all these concepts coming together, but this week break it down, make it a little bit more bite-sized, make it a bit more digestible for you. Let's just focus on the Tejas part. So if tapas, please go back to the previous recording if you want to know more about what tapas is. But if tapas is the discipline that keeps us on track, then Tejas is the spark that kind of makes things juicy and vibrant and makes us want to continue. And the result of tapas, the result of our discipline in our practice, is that Tejas, is that vitality, is that enduring power to continue and fulfill on our life dreams. So when you're consistent, when you're committed to your goals, when you have that deep disciplined action, you can start to become a little bit more enthusiastic about life. You will become more enthusiastic about life. That's the bonus effect. That's the Tejas effect of discipline, of Tejas. So let's just bring it down into the real world for a moment. So how does this translate? So for example, if you've kind of been struggling to get something going, if you're having more days when everything feels a little stuck and dull, maybe you're just going through the motions, dragging yourself through the daily grind, not really having that joy and fulfillment from life that you may have had in the past. The spark's gone out, work, relationships, everything feels flat. It feels like everything's gone from full color to black and white. You're just stuck in a routine. This is where we need some Tejas, okay? And it's not just about giving yourself energy through the day, right? It's having that kind of inner resource that makes you feel vital and whole. It's what makes you feel excited for your day. It's what's going to give you your get up and go. Like, if your mojo has got up and gone, then the Tejas is the thing that brings that back and starts to move us away from just checking off lists, doing routines, to being fully engaged in our lives, being passionate about what we're doing and our plans for ourselves, and to bring creativity into what might seem the most mundane of tasks. So I want you to think about the last time that you felt truly energized, like you could take on the world. That's what we're looking for. Maybe it was after a great workout. Maybe it was after you had a great conversation when you really felt connected to somebody. Or maybe you completed a project and you're all fired up. That's Tejas in action. That's the feeling. That's the bhav. That's what we're looking for. That light in the eyes when you have the spring in your step and you're just, really living life and not just thinking, when can I crash on the sofa and plug into another round of Netflix? Because without Tejas, even the best experiences maybe can feel like a slog. And without the Tejas, we'll stay demotivated. We won't have that kind of reward mechanism, right, from doing the discipline, that then keeps us going and keeps us kind of in that zone of fulfilling on our dreams and fulfilling on our goals and enjoying every moment that we're doing that. So how do we bring that Tejas into our life? How do we bring it into practice? How do we bring that spark back? Especially if we're feeling like we're smothered by stress, fatigue, and all the kind of demands of our life. So it's your practice, right? It's coming back to practice, finding the discipline of practice, taking action, and then feeling into that, the result of showing up for yourself. Remember, I talked about how damaging it is for us to just to keep reneging on ourselves, to keep denying ourselves access to our full potential. So practice, yoga practice is designed to help. It's inbuilt as part of the practice, just by virtue of doing it. So yes, I've broken this down for this month so that we can like bring our awareness to it, but literally this is how practice is evolving every time we practice, right? It's not just something that we select from, you know, the yoga kind of library and do that this week. It's actually part and parcel of all our practice, but we have to remember why we practice. We have to bring a sense of the purpose, and some of these teachings are reminding us this is why we're doing it. We want that passion back. We want that aliveness back. We want to like live a life that is meaningful, and by virtue, it's brilliant, by virtue of just practicing, these things are going to start to show up in your life. So I'm going to just be bringing your focus to these things through the breath work, through the posture work, through the mantra work, through the meditation work, right? These are the vehicles, these are the tools that we've been given in order to help us discover these teachings and really own them and experience them as well. So the idea is, again, it's tapas, tejas, fire, right? We need to have that inner fire. We need to ignite our inner passion, our inner will, and remain mentally and spiritually uplifted in everything that we do. So, for example, if you are in a job that drains you right now, tapping into some discipline, resulting in tejas, resulting in that uplift, is going to then give you that momentum to maybe start to take action and change that job, change that situation. You know, it might not be a job, it could be a relationship that you're in, something that you need to align more with who you are. You know, you feel out of alignment, everything's dull, it's lifeless, there's no oomph in your activities anymore. We want to bring that back, okay? And your practice can do that. So Tejas will help us also break free from procrastination, from laziness. Like, this is really good stuff. It is not just something for practicing, you know, for an hour and then forgetting about. This is really going to change and transform your life. I cannot emphasize that enough. It's exciting. It puts you in charge of your life. It puts you less in the control of all the circumstances and all the kind of pressures of modern day living. And you can start to find your way, find your path, and get back on track. So if you've been feeling flat or disconnected, come and practice here with us. We'll always be encouraging you to work in a way that is committed, disciplined. We'll find that inner spark. We'll find your ability to grow. So you want to come back to practice. It's a no-brainer. There is no kind of forcing ourselves to practice. It's like, why wouldn't we? Right? That's what we're looking for. So hopefully we've inspired you. Come and practice with us, either online, through our app, or here in the studio. Refine your inner glow, refine your vitality. Let's practice, let's use this tradition in order to really upscale all aspects of who we are. We're going to light each other up and together go out there and be a real force for good in the world. So hope that inspires you. If it does, I hope to see you soon. Take care and bye for now.